It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out. Yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis and CD. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 19 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
On first down. It's Reeves, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott completes it right side to Cooper. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks down to get 6'5".
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started ho-humming that performance. And finally, you said he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They better be careful what they wish for, ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Sanders last week, 17 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a quarterback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Wallace. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Able to power through. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
We got 4. We got 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he finds his target. It's Schultz. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Here's Prescott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it. It helped pop that ball free.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, they got him again. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Gay's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
To throw on 2nd down, Wallace. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Looking to throw, Wallace. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. That catch good for only a couple. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
On 3rd down is very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Another run on second down with Carter. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run with Sanders. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And a second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Wallace Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's still on his feet. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
A gain of 15. First down, Eagles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Draw play, Carter. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Wallace. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Get ready. Get ready.
I remember when I got into coaching and I was asking wide receivers coaches what they like about guys in certain situations. One of them said something that stuck with me. I like guys that present themselves to the quarterback. And on that play, short little route, had to be out fast. He did exactly that and caught it for a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. There the Eagles are back within a score.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive, 12 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. An update from Buffalo. The Dolphins, they're out to an early lead over the Bills. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Wallace. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Off play action. Wallace. This is Smith with a grab. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Prescott, and that's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing, Prescott. Yeah, that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And that game's gone to halftime, all tied at 7-all. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Wallace. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Wallace. And Sanders has got it, complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught, Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Another run here with Sanders. 1st and 10. Wallace. Complete. Smith has it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Wallace. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 16. On the draw, here's Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Sanders. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. They'll try to run with Sanders. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Fighting to stay upright. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the 2nd half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Wallace. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Wallace. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Wallace. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Eagles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because it didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Well, Mike McCarthy correct in his assessment there to challenge that ruling.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
The Eagles on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it despite all the extra contact and people around him.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Another run with Sanders. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. The kick by Bass is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 1st down, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Wallace. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deshaun Hand able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be 4th down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play here for Dallas.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Steps away to his left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Well, Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Wallace. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wallace looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wallace. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So Dak and the Cowboys down 27-24, 2:07 remaining. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Prescott on first down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Prescott looks to throw on first. Finding Schultz, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Prescott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Dak. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to...
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by 4. 1:25 to play. Their 4-game winning streak in great danger. Back to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down carry by Elliott. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And they take a knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job done.
Yeah, even being at home was not enough for people to think they were going to pull this one off. But give them credit for playing not just a smart football game, but one where they were going to be physical about the whole thing. They put up their fists and said, let's fight, and showed their crowd that they were into this one.
Then that's the thing. The crowd responded. They were really good in this game.
Yeah, they were not going to be pushed around. They were not going to be intimidated. They refused to back down and came away with a victory.
So for the Cowboys, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.